Well, Paul, you know who's next? It's Heather Thomas.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to her.
Yeah.
I love her in the Jack LaLanne commercials.
No. No. See, that's a mistake. That's Heather Locklear.
That's right, that's Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
So this is the Heather who's in T.J. Hooker.
No. See, a lot of people have this problem, so I've developed this mnemonic device for keeping them straight using the letters in her last name, in Heather Thomas's last name.
That's great.
Here it is, right here. Okay. See, we have T.
Yeah.
That's for the Fall Guy, the show that she starred in. And then H, that's for Heather, that's her first name. O, oatmeal, her favorite breakfast. And then we have Majors, who was her co-star on The Fall Guy, Lee Majors, of course. Then we have A for ABC, the network we think The Fall Guy was on. And finally, down here, we have the S for syndication and what The Fall Guy is now in. You put them all together, they spell Thomas. That's who our next guest is. Heather
Well, let's get her out here.
Yeah, glad we chewed up a couple of valuable minutes with that. Our next guest is probably best remembered for her work on the television series The Fall Guy, but she is also known in the industry as the queen of the pinup posters. She can be seen in a brand new movie called Cyclone. Please welcome one fabulous babe, Heather Thomas.
I did Jack LaLanne in L.A.
Oh, she did. So you're right, Paul. She was
Right.
did the Jack LaLanne commercials. How you doing?
Okay.
Thank you very much for being here. Now, is this true? You're the queen of the posters,
I
the
don't know
pinup
about
posters.
queen, but yeah.
Do you? How many of these have you done?
Those, wait, let's see.
I don't know if we can get a
That's
shot of
6.
this.
6 of them.
And what do these go for?
Those about $4.95.
My gosh. And who buys these? What exactly? Is this just everybody, or is it one specific kind of...
You know, 13-year-old inmates, no, they're good contributions. Nothing shows.
Yeah.
Nothing shows.
And did you tell us what the price of these things are?
Yeah, $4.95.
$4.95. And you make a lot of money that way, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty exciting. Pretty nice deal.
Well, you know, it's like a sort of a actualization of a misdirected need for acceptance, you know.
You think that's what it is? Yeah. Now, how long ago... Now, The Fall Guy is not on ABC now, is it?
Right.
How long was it on the air?
It was on 5 years.
5 years. And you were what in The Fall Guy? You were the...
I played Jody the stunt girl.
Jody the stunt girl.
Yes.
And you were always in a bikini, weren't you?
They had a joke about keeping me in a bikini, you know, because with my character, Lee was the star, and my character was sort of a sidekick. So there's only so many ways you can color look out, you know, all the Strasbourg training and everything. But what they did was, there was a running joke with one of the producers on how many times they could get me in a bikini. So they had me in a bikini on motorcycles and on horses and all this other stuff. I think the worst time was when I was parachuting in a bikini, because...
Did you actually jump out of an airplane wearing a bikini?
No, they have to hang you in this crane, right? So where we were filming, it was too cold. It was 15 degrees, and I told the crew if they take off their clothes, I would too. So they said no dice, and then the day they could do it was the day after New Year's.
Try that here. Make that offer here.
No, that little balloon guy. The balloon guy was changing his pants in the green room.
Oh, he was?
It's very exciting.
Well, put that in his file, will you?
He's all right in my book.
That's right, I was there, too.
Paul was there.
With a Polaroid camera.
Okay, so now it's freezing cold outside. They got you hanging from a crane.
No, I didn't hang from the crane in the cold. What I did was, I said, okay, when it's warmer, I'll do it. So they decided to do it at the studio the day after New Year's, because it was a warm day, and the only place where they could find blue sky in the background was the front entrance of Fox, when all the employees were coming in at 8 in the morning.
The studio where the show was being filmed,
yes.
right?
Now, you must imagine what it's like to be 50 feet in the air in a pink bikini, and you're in a very sort of gracious gesture, you know, with the way they hang you, you know, in these straps and
in a big
you're
harness.
in the sky. And you're hanging like sort of like, well, I can't show you, but anyway, you're hanging above Fox and you're, what do you say, you know?
I don't know.
Happy New Year, welcome to Fox. You know, Marvin Gaye coming in.
They had you hanging up there all day?
Everybody's looking up and I'm looking down. No, it was a couple hours.
Did you ever get tired of having to be in the bikini in the show? Did that bother you at all? Did you ever say, oh, let's leave this alone for a while?
Yeah.
And what would happen? Would they give you other things to do?
I'd be third in the door, you know, look out. No, I did a lot of things in the show.
Was Lee Majors fun to work with? Nice guy?
Yeah.
Tough guy? Mean guy?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'd never say that.
Was he fun?
Yeah.
Goofing around on the set?
Well, you know, everybody goofs around the set, but he was real efficient, you know. He'd say, Barbara Stanwyck does it this way, and we'd do it that way.
Because because he was on the Big Valley.
Yeah.
Remember that?
He worships Barbara Stanwyck.
Is that right?
He worships her.
Yeah. Now, you don't mean that in an official capacity.
No, I don't want to get into it. I want to work again.
No, wait a minute. What do you mean? Now, he worships Barbara Stanwyck, but
no,
he admires her.
She trained him.
Yeah.
So he decided he was going to train us the way, you know, she was
Yeah.
trained. She trained him.
But he doesn't really have, like, what you'd call services.
No, not at all.
There's not like an altar involved here.
No. I haven't seen any yet. Not yet.
It's a figure of speech.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And tell me about the movie you're working on now. This is Cyclone, or was that you finished that
No,
movie?
I just finished Cyclone.
What kind of movie is that?
It was a movie when your money's frozen in a divorce that you need to pay your lawyers for.
Oh, now this is show business right here, isn't it? You gotta have a job, so you take
You gotta have a
Cyclone.
job. You gotta pay your lawyers.
Yeah.
They need that money.
And what is the plot of Cyclone? What is your part?
Well, my part, I'm the girlfriend of this scientist that gets bumped off in the first 5 minutes of the film. We're dancing, and he gets an ice pick in his head. So what happens after that is I see him on this videotape in his laboratory, and I put together this motorcycle, this supersonic motorcycle.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
The supersonic motorcycle.
Supersonic that has a transformer that runs on oxygen. And that's very valuable to all these bad guys, played by Martin Landau. And the rest of the film, I'm driving around on this motorcycle. I beat up 3 guys with a wrench, and then they torture me with battery clips, and I spit on Martin Landau. And in the end... No, not in a bikini. Not in a bikini.
And now this is all done. When is this coming out?
Coming to an airplane near you. No, it... I have no idea. They're going to kill me in L.A. I better hide up here.
And so now you're in Canada doing a miniseries. Now, what is that?
Well, it's called A Man and His Machines. I think Men and Their
This
Machines.
is the Henry Ford thing,
yeah,
right?
The Henry Ford thing.
And what do you play?
I play his mistress.
Did
Evangeline.
Henry apparently had a mistress?
He had a
right?
mistress. He had children by her. Yeah, he kept her next door.
Yeah. And is that a nice story, a good story, you think?
He was a vile human being, what I gathered from the script. You know, he really was. No, he was horrible to his family and his son, and...
well, fortunately, they're no longer in business, so you can say whatever you want about the Fords.
Yeah, really. And I know I'm going to get paid because Cliff Robertson's on it.
Oh, yeah, so you will. They're not going to be screwing around with
Yeah.
Cliff, are they? No. Okay. We'll do a commercial. We'll be right back. So Lee Majors was not like raising money to build a church or anything.
I don't know, not that I heard.
All right. Our thanks to Gilbert Gottfried, Heather Thomas, of course, and Bud Wintz and Dolly Parton. Tomorrow, Joan Jett, William Poundstone, and Stupid Human Tricks. Thank you, everybody. Good night.